Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I was supposed to be here at 10 a.m., but got some delay, but I'm here. Good morning, Guli France Luma. How are you? Yeah, I was supposed to start at 10 a.m., but I got some delays, but I'm here now, so we can talk about hello, Janice, how are you? Hello, Bless, how are you? Hello, how are you? Good, good, good. Okay. So let's get right into it. So we have at least 60 policies, um, but I want to focus more on enforcement priorities, basically deportations, who's the target, where are they going to target individuals? Uh, Basically, that's what I want to focus on, but we have at least 60 policies, maybe more. Um, Executive orders after executive orders, just like, yeah. Anyway, so let's get right into it. Let me share my screen. Good morning, Carter. How are you? Let me share my screen for a minute here and show you what exactly I want to talk about. Okay, share my screen. Okay, yeah, 60 policy actions. Wow. Let me refresh the screen so I can make sure that we get everything that is going on. Okay, 60 policy as of now. The major one that I want to focus on, first of all, I want to focus on this one, immigration enforcement, uh, civil immigration enforcement, like enforcement priorities, okay? ICE issues interim guidance for civil immigration enforcement in or near courthouses. This is going to be major, and this is going to be like the order you. I've explained that on my videos on TikTok. How does ICE carry out a removal order? If you go on TikTok, I have like 3 series of that. Yeah. So that's exactly what they're gonna do. So who's the priority? As acting director Caleb, who sent and supersedes the April 27, 2021 civil immigration enforcement action near courthouses memorandum from acting ICE. Okay. So the guidance that we had on the Dolly memo, it is gone. Okay. Who Under this new guidance, non-citizens who are targeted by ICE in courthouse enforcement action includes, but are not limited to, national security or public safety threats. So people who are either the people who pose a national security or public safety threat. National security is basically people who are considered terrorists or people who are on a watch list for terrorists, or maybe people who like they have ties with terrorists. They are subject to or they are engaged in some type of espionage. Those are the people who they consider national security, and who's in a rival, right? National security is basically border security. Um, Public safety threat, it's basically people with criminal, serious crimes. But now that will include even minor crimes such as theft crimes. Remember, we have the Laken Riley Act that already passed both the House and the Senate. It's going to be signed anytime soon, but just keep in mind that the Riley Act is only for like intruder inspection type of undocumented individuals. So that's my understanding of it. I'm going to double check, but that's my understanding of it. Okay. Then we have special alien with criminal convictions. Okay. Gang members, alien who have been ordered removed from the United States but failed to depart, and or alien who have re-entered the country illegally after being ordered removed. So people with existing order of removal, they asked me about this question. What about if I have an existing order of removal? Just know that it's going to be target, okay? Collateral arrest, other encounter, including family members or friends accompanying the target alien to court appearances or serving as a witness, will be evaluated on case by case, considering the totality of circumstances. Basically, let's say the person is going to take somebody to court and that person happened to be an undocumented individual, or the person has previously already been ordered removed, failed to depart. The person who's driving with that person might be arrested too as a collateral. And then, they're going to look into the circumstances of that person, and probably that person is going to be not charged. I hope they're not charged under Title 8, right? So, ICE officer and agent may conduct a courthouse operation when they have credible information that the targeted person will be present at a specific location, and where such action is not precluded by laws of the local jurisdiction. Yeah. So that's what they're going to do near courthouses or inside the court. Officer and agent must coordinate with the Office of Principal Legal Advisor, OPLA, to determine whether jurisdiction-specific limits apply. Action generally should take place in non-public area. That's what they said. Coordination with courthouse security. Okay. Wow. Let's say this is a typical example would be the person has to go and pay child support, right? But the person has already previously been ordered removed. Then at the time they go to court to pay the child support, they get arrested there by ICE, and they're putting into the process of detention so that ICE can arrange for transportation so that they can leave the country. That's how it works. And ICE can only you can only be held in detention for only 90 days after you've already been ordered removed. No more than that. Basically, once the decision is already final, right? So I'm gonna go. Let me stop right here and take questions first. Okay, question. Good morning, Schmidt Petit Bondi. How are you? I haven't seen you for a long time. Are you still in this country? I don't see you even commenting on TikTok anymore. Yeah, you need to be sharing my videos on TikTok. What you doing? But welcome back anyway. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. This is my study. I adjusted my studies to lawful permanent residence. I-601 approved for criminal committed within 5 years with can I travel? Okay. So do you have if you have a valid travel document, a valid green card, the short answer is yes, right? I don't see why you wouldn't travel if you have your valid green card. So the question becomes, when you come back at the port of entry, they have questions, right? If they feel like you misrepresented facts, that's when you find yourself again in removal proceedings for the second time. But most of the time, really, if the offense that they're referring to has already been waived, then I don't see a problem. Let's just say I don't see a problem. I'm still here. Okay, thanks. I'll do. Yes, please do it. Please do it. I'm counting on you. I appreciate that. So, okay. What else? So let's go back to the, I want to check other issues. Let me share the screen again. So we can go back to 66 policies. Okay. Yeah. DHS reinstates migrant protection protocols. This is the MPP program, Remain in Mexico. Essentially, what it says is that the person who's asking for asylum at the border, that person has to remain in Mexico until the completion of their asylum application. So they're going to come back inside only when the asylum is approved. That's what Remain in Mexico policy is. I think we talked about it already. DHS expedite removal to the maximum extent authorized by statute. So basically, expedite removal is the process by which a law officer can remove a person because they did not pass the credible fear interview, especially at the border. Or they can just decide on the case, well, this person, that the case does not have merit, this person has to be removed. And that happens without using an immigration judge. That's expedite removal. Okay? So I'm gonna click on it. Sessions term. Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't been here for more than 2 years, for the period immediately preceding the date of the determination of inadmissibility, basically, it usually applies to people at the border, really. You enter without inspection or admission or parole, and you haven't been here for more than 2 years, so the officer can decide this person is going to be removed without the need of seeing the judge. That's what expedited removal is. It's just like quick like that. So yeah, they want to expand it to not just people at the border, just anybody that's been here for less than 2 years, without any case, without any merit. They don't feel like the case has any merit, then they can just decide that the person be removed without the need of seeing a judge. Basically, that's what it is. DOJ creates new Office of Sanctuary Cities Enforcement. Basically, this one, they are going to, with this one, they're going to punish local authorities and investigate on local authorities for failing to collaborate with ICE in terms of deportation enforcement. Okay, yeah, that's really bad. Okay, recent guidance. Yeah, this one is bad too. Okay. The DHS announced that on January 20th, acting DHS resent Biden administration guidelines for immigration and ICE and CBP enforcement action that throughout law enforcement in near so-called sensitive area. The announcement explained that the law will instead be trusted to use common sense. Okay. Yeah, so under Biden, really, they couldn't just like arrest somebody like in school, in schools, property, in churches, and stuff like that. But now they're saying they're just going to use common sense. If they can arrest you there, they will arrest you. In terms of, deportations, that's what I'm talking about. Border Patrol directed to generally stop issuing notice to appear and release migrant on. Okay, this one too is bad. They can't just release people unless there's some type of medical reasons. They can release without the approval of a deputy chief. Wow. I want to see. And another one is that they cancel refugees trips. Like people were supposed to, uh, the refugees, right? They've gone through the process, and they were supposed to come to America, but it's canceled. The program has been suspended. So yeah. Okay, humanitarian parole too is canceled. Um, Humanitarian parole will be just case by case basis. Okay. And then we have all those other stuff. Yeah. The main thing that is the mass deportations, expedite removal, you know, humanitarian parole is gone. Um, yeah, can go on and on. Yeah, those are the main thing. Okay, let me stop here, take some questions. Okay, let me take questions. Okay, I stopped me. They asked me for my driver license. What I supposed to do? Don't give to them because they are not police. Okay, ICE will not ask you for a driver license. First of all, ICE, if they stop you, they have to address you by your name. Um, if they don't say your name, you can't look at them because it's not you. Most of the time, when they arrest somebody, it's because they already identified that person. They know the name, and when they call you because it's your name, you will look and you will respond. That's how they can detain the person. At that point, then they will show you why they're detaining you. Maybe because the person already has been ordered removed. At that point, the only thing you can do, exercise your right to remain silent and exercise your right to talk to a lawyer. That's it. Only those two rights. Yeah. Um, what about asylum? What about asylum? What about asylum? At the border, really, they ban asylum at the border. I contact you to fact I want to reform my mom. When did you contact me? I didn't see any phone call or anything. Yeah, I didn't see any phone call or anything. Let me give you my consultation link here. Baba, this is my consultation link. You can schedule a consultation, okay? Hello. Hi. What's going to happen with prosecutorial discretion? First of all, the prosecutorial discretion under Biden is gone. It's no longer valid. Under this administration, it's basically up to ICE to decide if they can use prosecutorial discretion. Most likely not. They're not going to use it because they don't want to. Yeah. So if you're referring to the one that we used to use under Biden, it is gone, no longer valid. It was canceled yesterday. For siblings. Well, average processing time filing for siblings. First of all, in the US, it's going to take maybe 2 years. The I-130 is approved. Then the person has to wait for, how do you call it, for priority dates to be available for the person to file for a visa, which can take up to 10 years, 15 years. Yeah, that's the answer to that. Yeah, they can stop you by mistake too, because remember collateral, they're going for somebody else and you happen to be in the in the in the uh in the facility, like basically the area where they're stopping people, then yes, they can stop you. So they don't specifically ask for driver license, they ask you for your ID so they can identify you. So if the driver license is the only ID that you have, then you can show them because you're not the person they're looking for. So yeah, because they want to identify. Um, but remember, still, you can say your name, but that's the only thing you can say, right? Still have to remain silent, okay? Because anything you say can be used against you. Thanks. Yeah, please schedule the consultation so we can talk about your case, okay? I got a question. If I heard someone and the person want to call you like a lawyer, he's supposed to have a consultation and can call you directly with you. Yeah, if the person is in this area, that can, if depending on where the person is, right? Let's say the person get arrested here in Maryland. Yeah, they can call the office. Then I can call them back, stuff like that. Then, because I'm not the lawyer, then they have to hire me, right? So, but if the person is arrested somewhere else, then they have to call some lawyer over there so the lawyer can go there, right away. I mean, I can talk to the ICE over the phone, but the thing is, if you in a different city, it's better to just have somebody there who can just stop there and see what's going on. You see, that's how it's going to play out. Thank you for responding. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, Schmidt Bondier. I guess I answer your question, right? Yeah, so like for example, let me tell you this. Yesterday there was a person who went to check in with ICE, right? They went to check in with ICE. Uh, then they got arrested, detained there. Why? Because ICE was accusing that person of driving without a license. But the person did not drive. The wife of the person dropped the person there for check-in because the person was released under order of supervision. So they had to check in. They have like, when people have to check in every 3 months or every 3 months or 6 months. But that person got detained. So then they had to call the lawyer on the case to go there, try to explain to us, no, this person doesn't even drive. The wife was the one who drove the person. That's how the person was released. 5 hours, 7 hours later, you see? So you just have to be careful, like in terms of what you say. That's why we always tell people you have the right to remain silent. So until you figure a lawyer who can defend you, otherwise you're just gonna say something, they're gonna use it against you. You're welcome. Can you use a 2H2 arch waiver as a standalone interpretation if you are not an arriving alien? What are you trying to waive, first of all, right? To Yeah, 2H. What type of thing are you trying to waive? Yeah, that question is very specific. Okay, we need more. Probably, not sure. Probably, because they can check in the system, right? With the name, they can check in the system to know if the person has a removal order pending under their belt. They can check. They will know. So I don't think the type of ID will determine. I just think that they can check in the system. How long will take NVC to schedule? Oh my gosh, that I do not know. I know in Nigeria right now, it's taking almost like after you become documentary qualified, like everything is done in the system. It's taking up to 3 years. With this Trump coming back to power, it's going to be a lot of delays. So I don't really know. Um, Probably 2 years in Senegal, but Nigeria, I can tell you 3 years. Haiti, they're not even doing it because the country is gone. I don't know. Some gangsters took the country. Yeah, so it's just country. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. A minimum of 2 years. It used to take 18 months, but now a minimum of 2 years. Okay. Let's go to this person. Can you use 2H waiver as a standalone in the petition if you are not an arriving alien? You don't have to be an arriving alien to use the 212H waiver, right? That you're waiving more interpreted type of crimes. Anybody can use it provided that you meet the requirements, like prove hardship to the qualifying relatives. So I will say the answer is yes, in short. But I will need more to elaborate on that question. Even if you're a citizen, yeah, it's just about the backlog. It doesn't matter if you're citizen or not. It's just that it's taking time because they have backlog. They have a lot of cases. It used to take back in the day. It didn't take that long, and then at some point start taking 18 months. Now I know in Nigeria at least 3 years. People have been waiting forever. Oh, yeah. Sign has already signed a joint motion. Yes, we had this problem yesterday. It's gonna depend on ICE. Now, if ICE is gonna withdraw it or not. If they don't withdraw it, then the judge will sign it because it's a joint motion. Um, the only time the judge will not sign it is if ICE withdraw it, or if the judge decided that they don't agree with it, then. But most of the time, when it's joint motion, the judge has no option but to agree with it, And if ICE does not withdraw it, then yes, they're going to sign it. Chances are it's going to be signed. Let me just put it like that. Because we had somebody who had the problem yesterday. ICE, ICE withdraw their when Trump came to power. ICE just withdraw it. It was like really, and yeah. And we had the problem because one of my colleague had that problem, who was asking in the group chat of lawyers, what am I supposed to do? Can I call ICE? But ICE withdraw it. It's just like they didn't care anymore. But most of the time they don't withdraw those type of things. They already signed. They just go with it. So chances are it's most likely it's going to be signed. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you can file it. I file a 212 H for someone. And then if it's more than 15 years old, then you don't even need the qualifying relative, right? At that point, I believe, because I filed it a long time ago. That was like in 2021. I don't get more of those cases. That's why I'm like, I don't remember exactly how it's going to play out. But yeah, so the short answer is yes. What's going to happen if I don't wait for physical presence and apply for based on asylum? With this Trump, just wait for 1 full year of yeah, just wait for the full year, because the Biden policy that came in 2023 stated that you can file right away. But remember that Trump has resented almost all policies. So you never know, you're gonna apply, your money's gonna go for free. If I were you, I'm just gonna wait for the full year, then apply. Hello, how are you holding up? Hi, Uri, how are you? I am relatively doing okay. It's just, it's life. What are you gonna do? You just face the challenges heads on and hope for the best. It's not good, but what else can you do at this point? It's just like, this is what it is. You just work with what is, right? So yeah, that's how I'll answer your question. Thanks for the response. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I don't think at this point they will withdraw because they don't like to do a lot of work anyway, ICE. So just hope for the best. But the other guy that I was talking about, they got bad luck, I guess, because ICE just withdrew it. It was like, wow. Everybody in the chat, lawyers chat, whom they were shocked by ICE behavior, really. It was just bad luck, I guess. You're welcome. Good morning, Mike Johnson. How are you? We're still talking about enforcement priority. Who's on the priority list when it comes to deportation? Uh, we just went over a couple policies, like the main ones. So, but he signed like 60 policies or something. I was like, okay, but anyway, so that's what we're talking about. Good, nice to hear. Any travel ban yet? Well, he canceled refugee flights, so it's considered travel ban. The refugee resettlement program has been suspended. So people who were already ready to come because they've already gone through the process, and the flight ticket and all that work. Remember, the refugee, when they get here, it's the government that paid their flights, and then when they get here, they settle, then they start paying back the money and all that. So that's how it works, that refugee program. But anyway, it's suspended. All the flights were canceled. That's considered to me travel ban. So pretty soon he's gonna issue a real one with the list of countries. But that one is already a travel ban to me. When the flights get canceled, the people cannot come in. It's travel ban. So, but as far as the list is concerned, I haven't seen the list. Or yeah, maybe today we'll hear something like that. Because as of today, we have already 60 policies into effect. So what else? Any question? Okay. Yeah, so this person with let's see. Yeah, Musi Musi Wolde. Musi Wolde. You're gonna have to do more research on that because I don't think you qualify for it as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you're gonna need to, because most of those type of cases, I don't like, I take in them once in a while, so I might not know everything in my head. So yeah, you might have to do a little more research if you are not a admissible alien, in terms of you didn't come with a visa or something like that. So yeah, you might have to do more research on that. Okay, because I'm not really sure if that one will apply to you, because the person who filed for it was admitted um, with a visitor visa when they came to America. So yeah, you're gonna have to do a little bit more research. I might have to do it too, just for myself. But yeah, that's how I'll answer the question for you. What's gonna happen to green card lottery? As of today, I didn't hear anything as far as cancellation of DV lottery. But if we hear something, I'll let you know. As of today, I didn't hear anything yet. If I-601, if I-601 is approved, you have to know, first of all, why did you file I-601? For what? It's going to approve for the specific thing that you filed for it. Okay? There's a lot of ground. There are a lot of grounds of inadmissibility. A person can be inadmissible based on certain crimes, inadmissible because enter without inspection, inadmissible because of unlawful presence, inadmissible because of diseases, inadmissible. There are a lot of things. Then a person can be deportable based on this, based on that, based on that. Okay, so depending on what you're filing for, because when you file that form, you're gonna see you're gonna put the reason why you're filing. Whatever you said there, that's the only thing that's gonna be waived if you meet the requirement for those things. Because some people will file for it, but they don't meet the requirement. Remember, like for example, misrepresentation. There was a person who filed for misrepresentation waiver, but they didn't meet the requirement because they didn't have a spouse or a parent. They had a child. But remember, misrepresentation is only for the waiver is only available if you have either a parent or a spouse who's a lawful permanent resident or a U.S. citizen. So not a child. So then you can't really use waive misrepresentation with I-601. So yeah, it's just depend on what were you waiving, okay? Uh, Pending asylum, you should be fine because the case is still pending. There's no order of removal. People who have order of removal already and they never left, those are the people who have a problem, unless they have TPS or humanitarian parole that's covering them, protecting them against deportation, or they have an order from immigration judge that says that we're staying this order of removal, or maybe they have a deferred action that ICE gave them, something like that. But if you just have a case that is pending, you shouldn't be in detention because the case is just pending. Unless the person commits some type of theft crimes, okay, based on this new Laken Riley Act, okay. Receiving somebody yesterday in the chat room was asking the same question. They said that I don't have a specific case like that, but anyway, according to the answer that I listened to yesterday, they say no. If a person has prima facie of and work permit based on U visa, that person cannot be deported. That's what it says. Some lawyers said in that chat room because they had a client who were apprehended by ICE but was released after they noticed that they have a valid work permit and the EU visa determination letter. They were released. So yeah. Yeah, you have a work permit, the asylum is pending. Yeah, you should be fine because the case hasn't been decided yet. Because oh, 6-1 approved and got lawful permanent resident. But if you already got lawful permanent resident, why would you be deportable again? Unless you commit another crime later. Because you already waived those crimes before, right? Concerned because of deportable. Why would you be concerned if you got if you file for a waiver was approved, then they give you a green card? Why would you be deportable after that? You'll be deportable after that if you go ahead and commit another crime after that you have been issued a green card. But if you don't go and commit other crimes after, you are not deportable. You see? Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Can you summarize the Riley Act, please? Yes, the Riley Act simply states that moving forward, okay, a person who's undocumented and they committed theft crime, it requires mandatory detention. That person will be detained, mandatory. It's not like you're just gonna stay home and going to court from your house. No, you stay in detention until they're gonna order you remove. They might even deport you without that immigration proceedings. Yeah, that's what it says. It's really bad. So even theft crimes, minor crimes such as shoplifting. So basically, they are amending the federal immigration law as far as which crimes is considered deportable or not. They're adding theft crimes and even minor offenses. So if persons happen to be undocumented and commit those theft crimes, that person will be detained and therefore deported. Just like they do for aggravated felony. When a person commits aggravated felony, they don't have, they just get deported. Yeah, mandatory detention and deportation. Even if they go through those immigration proceedings, they just end up being deported. It's unless they come up with a cat type of defense and they win. Like I know somebody who was uh, charged with serious felonies. They were detained through the entire immigration process, but the one on CAT, Convention Against Torture, that's how they were released because they stay under CAT. Because you can't even win asylum because of aggravated felonies. But what the Riley Act is saying is that, well, they're amending the law and saying that theft crimes too requires mandatory detention. Committed theft crime moving forward, happen to be undocumented, you'll be detained, period, until you be deported. So that's what it is. That I don't know. Emma Begum, that to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. So you now you're a citizen. I was, but now change cannot. If your husband becomes a U.S. citizen, then the husband has to file for you I-130. I-130 has to be approved. Then they're gonna transfer it to NVC, and then when you become the documentary qualified, then they call you for the interview. You wait right until they call you for the interview. How long it's gonna take, I don't know. And quite frankly, nobody knows at this point. The minimum time I've seen for other countries, it used to be less than 18 months, then it became 18 months. Now it's like 2 years, 3 years. People are just waiting for those marriage interview, case by case basis. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Okay. Whew. We got a lot of questions. Please, by the way, please like, please share. Because last time you didn't like, you didn't share. I might not be coming for live session every day because if you don't liking, sharing, what's the point? Yeah, last time you didn't like, last time you didn't. Please like, please share before we move forward, okay? As I'm answering your questions, please like, please share. And please follow me on TikTok too, by the way. Hello? 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 Sorry about that. I had to answer this phone call. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please like, please share. Please like, please share. I'm answering those questions as I speak. Somebody's emailing me. Yes, please like, please share as we are moving forward with this administration. This administration is going to be a mess. Delays, litigations, trauma. Not just drama, but trauma, like TRUAMA, trauma, and then drama, DRAMAA, like, yeah, like never before. So you just have to be aware, informed, and vigilant and prepare, right? Four things: aware, informed, vigilant, and prepare. And gotta hire the best in your city, in the country, the best. Just choose the best so that you can fight and get what belongs to you, right? Your right, basically. It's about your right. If you have the right, you have to fight for it until the end. Okay. What else? Okay. Please like, please share. Three things to know: deportations are happening pretty much everywhere. They're going to enforce it in courthouses too, or near courthouses. They're going after pretty much everybody, including um, people with existing order of removal. Yeah, including people with order of removal. So it's just like it's a mess. It's really a mess, but we can only do what we can, right? With the best that we got. So that's what we were talking about. We're talking about all the latest immigration news. I share with you. You can follow this link. Let me give you. I already gave this link before. You can follow this link if you want to know what policies are in place. You can just follow this link and click on it. Every time you refresh, you see how many policies. Like as of today, 60 policy actions already taken by this administration. Yep. Yeah. So 60. Yep. So hi, does expedite really work? You can try. It works in certain cases, but it's free. You're not losing anything by trying anyway. So what case are you trying to expedite? What case are you trying to expedite? If it's a green card, it's not going to work. Let me just tell you, if it's a green card, just know it's not going to work. Uh, beside the green card, what case are you trying to expedite? Yeah, what case are you trying to expedite? Then I can tell you if it's going to work or not and how it might work. Oh, work permit. Work permit can work if work permit based on what? Based on green card pending? Do you have a green card pending or do you have asylum pending? Yeah, let me know work permit based on what category, so to speak. C8, C9, C31, what category? Then I might tell you a little bit more how it works. Hi, if a victim 631 vow. No, for that one to work, vow has to be approved. Yeah, vow has basically you're trying to expedite vow, right? So vow has to be approved, then you get the work permit because vow has to be approved first, then you get the work permit. So in other words, what you're trying to expedite is the vow case. We've had couple of our case expedite successfully, but the reason, let me give you why it was expedite. That was under Biden. So one of the reason was because this person had kids who were sick. Another child was going under surgery, like it was almost like cancer type of surgery. Um, and the bills were going off the roof, even if she's a US citizen, but the mom couldn't afford the bill. So it was obvious that we needed the work permit to be the vow to be expedited so that she can work and stop paying those bills and take care of her child. So it was approved. Another one too, she had children with autism and stuff like that. Another one too, we had a person who it was a matter of cancer. Um, the child was going under chemotherapy. Those type of cases, really, it didn't take them too long to just approve the expedite request because really they can see cancer. It's like extreme, right? It doesn't happen to anybody. But sometimes it doesn't have to be cancer. You can get like uh, some type of diseases or financial hardship. It just depends. It's free to try. You can try through the congressman, depending on your state. Try through congressman's office and show them a lot of evidence. Maybe if it's financial hardship, they can expedite. But if the reason is because it has been processing time for too long, nah, they're not gonna entertain that. We tried with somebody too lately. It was not approved. The person had cancer before, but because she survived it, it's like she's already doing well. Even though we showed them proof of previous treatment, yeah, it didn't get approved. So yeah, but trying, it's yeah, just try because you never know. Everybody has their own luck, as I used to say. Luck. If you're lucky. If a victim got a T status approved through relationship abuse with the abuser, get in trouble upon filing citizenship. When USCIS go back and check on them, check on the abuser or the person who's filing citizenship. Citizenship, the people who's gonna get in trouble if they find out that, because when you file for citizenship, that's when they look into your entire case, right? If they find out that you got your green cards by mistake, even if it's their mistake, it's your headache because they're gonna say, oh, we made a mistake, sorry, then they send you to court. Even if it's their mistake, right? That's really bad, but that's just how it works. Even if it's their mistake, the case is gonna be referred to court. If they find out you got the green card based on some type of fraudulent activities or lies, misrepresentation, it's gonna be denied. Find yourself in court. That's because it's considered you were not lawfully admitted. So that's how they check stuff. They're just gonna check the way the person received their green card. If there was some type of mistake or some type of fraud. Yes, I consider. That's what I was saying. The victim gets in trouble if they find out that the green card was either by mistake or by fraud. That's it. Yeah, it is true. It is normal. As a matter of fact, somebody had the I-130 pending for 3 years. Yeah, you count to 3 years times 365 times 3. Okay, it is normal. What can you do if you feel like it's not normal? You can file a lawsuit. But let me just tell you, it's normal. I have I-360 and I-765. The I-765 that you have, um, is it C9 type of I-6, or still for? Are you still waiting on the 360? Because usually people, when they file concurrently for VAWA, they will file for VAWA, they'll file for the green card, then they'll file for the I-765 C9 because of the green card pending. So that's how they get their green card sooner. But if you file, yeah, it's not gonna get approved until VAWA get approved. That's it. That's how it works. So if you want to try to expedite, you're basically trying to expedite VAWA. That's just how it works. Why you didn't file the green card petition as well at the same time? Because that way it allows you to file work permit C9 because of the green card, and that way you get the work permit sooner. You see? So maybe you are in removal or something. Yeah. Okay. So that's the answer. Anyway, so oh my God, you need to report them. If even if it's a fake person, you have to report them because you can report in. Yeah, if you're not in removal, why will you file? That's the question, right? So you're not in removal. You 30 months, you should have filed work permit C9, I-360, I-485. Even when you were approved, you could have filed I-131 in case you wanted to travel. So you could have filed 4 applications at the same time. By today's date, you could have gotten your work permit already. 30 months. So yeah, you need to report that individual. Even if he's fake, you need to report them. Just Google how to report in notario. You need to report them. Because 30 months, you could have gotten your work permit long time ago. I can't believe it. This is like ineffective assistance of counsel. Yeah, you need to report it. Just Google how to report a notario or how to report a fake lawyer. It gives you all the information. You really have to report this individual because he's going to be doing it to other people. Yeah. They're going to be doing it to other people. 30 months? Yeah, no wonder. That's even a good argument to give to the congressman if they're trying to help you. Just to reason with them, the reason why you don't have a work permit is because this is what happened. So it might be a strong case to try to expedite so that you can get a work permit. Because VAWA is going to take like 40 months. So maybe you should follow the green card and the work permit. In 3 months, you might get the work permit. If you, because right now the green card application is free for our applicant. If you follow the green card application and you follow the work permit C9, you might get your work permit within 3 months. Because wow, it's going to take like 40 months before you get approved, almost 4 years. So yeah, try to follow with the green card, follow with the I-765 C9, and then in the meanwhile you can work with the congressman and see if it's going to work the expedite and report that individual right away, because yeah, that's really like no, and that's not acceptable at all. Yeah. Through B2, I already answered your question. In order for the victim to get in trouble, they only check the green card if the green card was fraud or not. That's it. Okay. Well, now you only have a case pending. You wait until the case, you only have a case pending. There's nothing, there's no situation. Okay. Wow, Sawa Music TV. Finally, the January is almost over, and that's when you come and say Happy New Year. Really, the year is almost like January is almost over. Ah, but thanks. Happy New Year to you too. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Motion to reopen, remove, or order BIA will be easy or hard with Trump. Motion to reopen, removal with BIA, depending on the reason. If you're filing it after the deadline, it's always difficult, regardless who's the president. But if you file it within the deadline, you should be fine, or within the exception that they have for the deadline, then you should be fine. But if it's like after the fact, everything is already done, then you're filing it, it's always difficult. It's almost like never get approved. We always try because we hope on luck. But if there's no exceptions, there's no exceptional circumstances, all the time you just get denied. Even if it wasn't Trump. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't come. Sorry. Yeah, the month is almost done. The year is going on like New Year, Happy New Year today, really. You did come for life the whole month. Well, we were waiting for this Trump to come to power so we can have some subject to talk about. You know what I mean? So that's why at least now we have something to talk about, because I didn't want to just be there speculating with no concrete information, right? So that's why we're waiting for this administration to take up office. So that's how we came now. We're here now. Please share, please like. Please share, please like. It's important that you share. It's really crucial. And please follow me on TikTok as well. After this, I'm going to go on TikTok to explain a lot of things there. Those policy, breaking them down. Okay? U visa. Uh, U visa stipend. Did you get your bona fide if you got your bona fide, we talked about it earlier. If you got a bona fide letter, chances are you might stay in the country because you're already prima facie eligible. If you didn't get the bona fide, that's, I don't know. It's gonna depend on ICE. That's just gonna depend on ICE goodwill, to be honest. If you get married to a U.S. citizen, yes, you can apply for a work permit. Other than that, I don't see, unless you apply for asylum, valid asylum, then yes. Other than that, I don't see how. Yeah, the sister can apply, but the thing is, the person would never be able to adjust status because of unlawful presence. Yeah, the answer is it's not going to lead to anything. If you submit your U visa, you're going to have to waive that. If the waiver is approved, then the answer is it's not going to affect you. But if the waiver is not approved, then yes, it's going to affect you. It's nice to see. Oh, nice to see you too. How are you? How are you feeling? Nice to see you too. Long time. I'm glad you're here. Speeding considering a crime by USCIS. For the purpose of applying for citizenship is considered like lacking good moral character, especially if you have more of those. But not really a crime in terms of application of USCIS. But sometimes I think the application says you have to mention it. If the application says that you have to mention it, then you have to mention it. Okay, that's it. That's it. 1 hour, 12 minutes. Let's be done today. Thank you very much for showing up. Please like, please share. We got everybody else questions. Anybody need a consultation, just schedule it, okay? All my consultations are in my consultation link. Just schedule it in the bio, in the description box, everywhere. My consultation are there. Don't be calling me because I'm not going to answer. Just schedule the consultation if you need it, okay? This one, we already told you what to do. File a mandamus lawsuit. As simple as that. You find your solution. Why they like this? Like this, you find your solution. As a matter of fact, in 2 weeks, they call you for the interview. Even like in 3 days, they call you after you just file the mandamus lawsuit. But you wouldn't do it, so just wait. I believe it's being quit you for your help to those who deserve. Yes, those who deserve it will get my help. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please like, please share, please like, please share. We're gonna come back again because those policies just gonna be back and forth, back and forth. We're just gonna come back again. Not today, probably not tomorrow, probably the weekend. But we'll come back to answer your questions. But again, if you need a consultation, just schedule it. You don't need to call me, just schedule it. My links are everywhere. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate your presence. Please like, please share. Please like, please share. Especially Sour Music TV. Please like, please share. You coming with your Music TV, so funny. You coming with your Happy New Year at the end of January. Can you imagine? Crazy. I'm like, who's this? Who's saying Happy New Year this time? The year is already bad at this point. We don't even have Happy New Year. With this administration, there's no more Happy New Year. Forget it. So anyway, yeah, so I'll be here in the weekend. I don't know exactly the timing, but either Saturday or Sunday, I'll be here taking questions. But meanwhile, if anybody needs a consultation, they really need help with their case, please just schedule a consultation, okay? We're here to help. We are on your side. We wish you the best, okay? Until next time, bye-bye.